Okay, so as every one of my subscribers has been asking me to, you know what? Hang on. I have no subscribers at the moment, so I'm just completely making this up, but in order to get subscribers, I will take count them 3 shots of Jack Daniels before I get right into this off topic. So, Christ. If you're keen to watch someone suffer through absolute pain and get absolutely drunk and talk shit about stuff, give it a go. 1. Two. You have to subscribe if you watch this, like, dead set. Just fucking click subscribe, even if you're not a fan of my videos. Even if you don't watch them, just fucking subscribe to them, please. The shit I'm putting myself through for YouTube. No, I'm not joking. Please subscribe to the channel. Anyway, now that that is taken care of, we can get down to the brass tacks. Before I so rudely interrupted myself with whoring myself out to get subscriptions, and you better fucking subscribe. Today I will be, well, it's not really today, it's tonight actually. I will be talking about the upcoming DC slate of movies that was just announced and give you my overall impressions. So, I do comic book reviews for this channel, and I do a bit of everything, you know. I do some Marvel, I do some DC if I get the chance. If I pick up something I like, I'll do some independents. But overall, I consider myself a DC fanboy. And basically, you know, I love the Marvel movies, and they've been coming out pretty fantastic ever since 2008, and apart from the Dark Knight trilogy, DC hasn't had anything good in a long time, if you're not considering the Nolan trilogy. Anyway, with all that being said, DC has just gone absolutely all out with their movie slate just released, and I will be giving my overall impressions on how these movies could go. So, 2016, Batman v Superman, and like, honestly, this is... Christ. This is probably full credit to Marvel and everything that they've done. This is the most anticipated movie apart from any Star Wars in history. Basically, like, on the Pantheon, there's any new Star Wars, and then there's Batman versus Superman. Like, if you asked anyone randomly on the street who are the 2 most iconic superheroes of all time, it's Batman and Superman, and DC owns the both of them. this movie will make $1 billion guaranteed, no matter what. Even if the movie is absolutely shit ass, which honestly a lot of people are thinking it might be. I have absolute confidence in Batfleck, Henry Cavill as Superman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and don't you fucking get into me. I have fucking heard her pronounce her name in interviews. It is Gadot. Everyone calls her Godot because it sounds what it should sound like, but she calls it Gadot. So that's what it's thinking. And Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, I have absolutely 150% confidence in this movie. A lot of people didn't like Man of Steel. I loved it. I thought it's probably the best Superman since the original Superman movie. And honestly, I think Zack Snyder will probably go down as one of the most underrated directors. He has only had absolutely one crack bomb to his name, and that's Sucker Punch. I will even say that is an absolute shit fest. But 300, Watchmen, which I think is a masterpiece, considering the source material he had to deal with and what he did with it. Owls of Ga'Hoole. As far as animated movies, I didn't mind it. And the Dawn of the Dead remake. I thought if you're going to do a remake of something, it's not that bad. It actually kept it fresh, and it started the whole running zombie craze, and it was pretty damn good. Anyway, everyone knows Batman vs Superman is coming up. Also in 2016, Christ, Suicide Squad. And this has the chance to be DC's Sinister Six / Guardians of the Galaxy, because it is going to have a bunch of no-name villains all teaming up because they're forced into this with an explosive device put in the back of their head. They're going to have to do good, even though they're forced to do it. And with the people, because considering that they're chasing Will Smith, Tom Hardy, Ryan Gosling, and Margot Robbie, who is one of the hottest women out there after in Wolf of Wall Street. Even if they get like one or two of the people of that cast list they're chasing, this movie's got a lot of potential. Anyway, Suicide Squad, I think that has the chance to be DC's Guardians. Fuck! Anyway, 2017, Wonder Woman. This is DC throwing down the gauntlet to Marvel, saying, you know what, you've been flirting with the idea of making a female superhero movie for a while now. We're going to do it. And in DC's corner, they have the most iconic female superhero of all time. Like, you can say, oh, Scarlett Johansson does all this for Black Widow, Captain Marvel, you know, there's a lot of other superhero female characters who are really iconic. No. Wonder Woman, when you ask for the definitive female superhero, is it. And honestly, this has more of a risk factor than Suicide Squad, because Suicide Squad is just about this ragtag group of sort of forced anti-heroes, and a lot of people like that sort of stuff. But Wonder Woman, if Gal Gadot can't bring people into that role, this movie's dead on arrival. So I like where they're going. They're doing the New 52 origin of her being the daughter of Zeus, which, I mean, it's better than her being born like she was made out of clay, then born, and all that shit. I mean, it doesn't fall well to cinema, and I wasn't a big fan of the whole, you know, oh, she's a descendant of Krypton, rah rah rah, you know, the Amazons are all Kryptonians from like thousands of years in the future, rah rah rah. No. Anyway, so that's Wonder Woman. That's probably the biggest risk they've got right out of the gate. Also that year in 2017, Justice League Part 1. And the rumour is that it's going to be Brainiac and bringing all these heroes together when Brainiac comes to Earth and just wants to clear house, just fuck shit up. And, you know, it's about damn time we got Brainiac. Like, if they don't do Brainiac, then Doomsday might be another really good one to do. But either way, they're getting the Justice League going. It's going to be absolutely boss. So that'll be good. Anyway, so Zack Snyder's directing. I've voiced my opinions about Zack Snyder. Justice League, if they get up to there, it's going to make another fucking $2 billion. I mean, it's Justice League. Yeah. Anyway, so 2018 we have The Flash, and this one here is interesting to me because CW's The Flash with Grant Gustin is the highest rated show they've had on there, and everyone I've talked to loves The Flash just from the 2 episodes they've done already, and it is absolutely gangbusters good. So, mind you though, they've picked a pretty damn good actor to fill in, because this bloke Ezra Miller, if you haven't seen the little movie he did, We Need to Talk About Kevin, or Perks of Being a Wallflower, he's fucking amazing in that. I reckon he's one of those blokes there that should be one of the top, like, he should be up there with like Dane DeHaan, or what's his face, Michael B. Jordan, or the other bloke in the Fantastic Four reboot, as far as the best up and coming actors coming through, because he's fucking talented. And DC must have seen something out of him, because I would have picked him as a villain, but they must have seen something in the test footage saying, no, this is our Flash. So they've got something big planned for him, and he'll appear in Justice League and all that sort of stuff. So I'll get him established before his movie comes along, so that should be alright. And then after The Flash, we have probably the movie I've been waiting for the longest, because I've gotten in countless arguments with people I know who, whenever I said, you know what they should do? Make an Aquaman movie. And everyone said, oh, that fucking pussy. What does he do? Talk to fish? He can't go out of the water. What a fucking gay bastard. Aquaman's fucking useless. No. Aquaman is probably one of the most badass characters they have. His skin is basically bulletproof because he lives in the fucking deep pressure of the ocean. And he can fucking summon a shark to come in there and bite your fucking head off and shit like that. He can fucking do anything he wants. He can fucking... And honestly, like, he doesn't look like the typical Flash you'd get out of a movie, but as far as picking a bloke there who, like, will just make people sit up and think, shit, there's no way that bloke's a pussy. Jason Momoa, fucking Khal fucking Drogo is Aquaman, and he is gonna be fucking boss. If you haven't seen the fucking concept art, just look up Jason Momoa Aquaman. There's a fucking concept art of him sitting in the ocean with a fucking chest armor piece, the fucking scaled pants, the trident, he's got the fucking long hair and the beard, he's fucking sitting there boss as shit in the water. He'll kill it. He should fucking kill it. DC, do not fuck Aquaman up, because if you fuck him up and make him a joke again, he'll never be taken seriously, and everyone will fucking just think, oh, that dickhead. You have the chance to make him one of the coolest fucking characters you have. DC, don't fuck Aquaman up. Anyway, so after 2018, we have 2019 rolling around and the Shazam movie. And we have no idea who the fuck is playing Shazam, but we know The Rock is Black Adam. He's fucking the big bad for Shazam, and I love it. As far as I'm concerned... So I think fuck. Anyway, Black Adam, Shazam, they have to make it connected to the DC universe, because you've got to have The Rock in there. I mean, Marvel's been getting away with picking actors left and right, and they've been talking smack about DC. You had like Anthony Mackie and Samuel L. Jackson saying, oh, you know, DC's got some interesting villains, blah blah blah, like, but their heroes aren't all that good. You hire The Rock, any Comic-Con panel, he will talk smack for days. He is the best at talking shit about someone. Just fuck, even if you're not a wrestling fan, you know The Rock, and he is the fucking man. Quick side story, actually, The Rock just recently shot a movie called San Andreas in Brisbane, and I went on there to go buy my comics one day, and it was in Brisbane City, and The Rock was just getting into limo, and I just absolutely bitched out like, Rock! 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 just screaming at him like an absolute, like a 14-year-old girl just screaming for Justin Bieber. He gave me the, pointed at me, I fucking screamed my ass off. I just turned into myself into a little child. Like, I felt so embarrassed, but he pointed at me. The Rock acknowledged my existence. Anyway, Shazam, they'd better make that connected. It's got pretty good potential if they put it connected in the DCU, because The Rock can be a villain that could turn into an anti-hero and it could do wonders for the DC universe. Anyway, after that, we have Justice League Part 2, and the rumor is that Darkseid's coming, and God, I hope so, because Marvel, with the way they're going, is pushing back Thanos to focus on Civil War. If DC can get out Darkseid before Thanos, it's basically going to be like them getting a female superhero movie out before Marvel, because he's the big universal bad. He looks almost identical to him. Thanos was inspired by Darkseid, you know, he came before Thanos, but Thanos is a more recognisable one. But they have the chance to make Darkseid the ultimate bad guy. If they can get that out there before Thanos, they've won. They've got their big fucking universal bad guy before Marvel, they won. So after Justice League Part 2, we have a Cyborg movie with, what the fuck's that guy's name? Broadway actor. Ray Fisher. And if he is a Broadway actor who's been doing it for a while, you know he's fucking quality, and if he can bring fucking Cyborg to be an A-lister, he can be the DC's Iron Man. Just take a B-list character and turn him to A-list and everyone knows him. He's got the potential. If Cyborg fucking kills in Batman v Superman and Justice League 1 and 2, and he gets his own movie, he can turn into their Iron Man. And then, who knows where that could go. I mean, if he's a quality Broadway actor, he's got everything going for him. He can fucking act the fucking house down. Anyway, so after Cyborg, Green Lantern reboot. And honestly, a lot of people are saying, oh, you know, why did they put Green Lantern sooner? You know, he's a big part of the DC universe. He's going to be in Justice League, but they needed to wait a long time to get the stink off the Ryan Reynolds movie before they reboot Green Lantern. I don't know if they're going to go with Guy Gardner, Hal Jordan, or Jon Stewart. I'd like to see Jon Stewart, and I'm calling it right now. They might be waiting that long for a Green Lantern reboot to wait till Idris Elba has finished his contracts with Marvel, so they can get him to be Green Lantern. Like, because Idris Elba has only got maybe 1 or 2 movies left on his Marvel contract, and he's being dead set wasted as Heimdall. He's a badass character, but he's being wasted for what he is. Like, if he plays Jon Stewart, like, if you haven't seen Luther or The Wire, watch that just for Idris Elba. I mean, he is absolutely phenomenal in those roles. And if he's Jon Stewart, that's fucking fantastic. But if they get Hal Jordan or Guy Gardner, you know, or Kyle Rayner, you know, it's a Green Lantern reboot. They can't do any worse than the Ryan Reynolds movie, you know? They can't do any worse than that. And also, there being reports saying that there's going to be a Batman movie with Ben Affleck starring in a solo movie, and a Man of Steel 2 with Henry Cavill sprinkled in there somewhere. Good. They need, like, you know that a Batman movie or a trilogy is coming sooner or later. That's going to happen, and Man of Steel 2 is going to happen. I mean, they're going to flush out Henry Cavill more and more once he gets into that role as Superman. So, fan bloody, like, as far as I'm concerned, DC was absolutely lagging behind Marvel. They had no shot. But if Batman v Superman is awesome, they've caught up straight away. It's going to make, like, if it's bad, it'll make $1 billion out of everyone going to go see it. But if it is awesome, it has the potential to be up there with Star Wars Episode 7 as far as making a shit ton of money. Like, 1.5, 1.8, $2 billion. The sky's the limit because everyone has been waiting for Batman versus Superman. I mean, it's the two most iconic. Like, you can be a Marvel fanboy and like, oh no, Spider-Man's the most iconic. Oh, Captain America's the most iconic. No, it's Batman and Superman. They are the two greatest comic book characters of all time. It's been proven. Superman is one of the most recognizable symbols. Just the S is one of the most recognizable symbols in the world, and Batman fucking speaks for himself. So, as far as I'm concerned, this plan that DC's put out right now has the potential to be the making of something great. All they have to do is not fuck it up. Like, if they have, like, with Suicide Squad or Wonder Woman, if it doesn't make as much money as they were expecting, or like, it breaks even, keep going. The slate you've got is fantastic. If it breaks even or makes like a little bit of money, back yourself, keep going. I mean, just back yourself. I mean, that's what everyone's been waiting for. Marvel's been killing this shit. Fox has started killing it. Sony's bumped off, but in one movie with Batman v Superman, you can get right up there, equal level with Marvel. If it is good, you've caught up straight away, and you can just go bang, because most of your characters are more iconic than Marvel. Most of them. And if they're good, everyone will flock to see them. I mean, Batman and Superman in the one movie together, people who don't even like comic books just go, shit, I gotta go see that. Anyway, so this has been a RED4 review of DC's upcoming cinema slate. Before I go, I might do one quick shot just to say thank you for watching. Again, you'd better fucking subscribe to this because I've put a lot of effort into this. RED4 reviews, ready and excessively drunk. What the fuck's that? You.